Hello and welcome to Ridgeline. I'm Garrett Briding.
And I'm Miguel McAlintal. Thanks for tuning in.
We have an action-packed show for you this morning, but first we have an announcement to get through.
On Tuesday, November 13th or Wednesday the 14th, all juniors have to report to the auditorium during their off period to discuss practice SAT results along with a junior ICAP lesson.
Remember, attendance is mandatory, so make sure to get it done, juniors.
And now with that out of the way, let's get on with our show.
During the Harvest of Love, our student council organized a volleyball tournament that any student can enter. Gabe headed down to the small gym and served up an inside shot.
Every year, Palmer Ridge participates in the Harvest of Love food drive, but this year we decided to hold a Spirit Week with our activities after school, such as volleyball.
Student Council's volleyball event was open to all students who wanted to participate. Entry and registration fees went towards the Harvest of Love, and everyone who came in was offered free Chick-fil-A. The lighthearted, fun environment was a great setting to remind everybody what the food drive is all about.
So Harvest of Love is an organization where we donate food to the homeless or in need of any money or food or anything.
Although not everyone could win, Palmer Ridge was able to raise funds for this great cause and come closer as a community through some friendly competition. For Ridgeline, I'm Gabe Jensen.
Thanks for the amazing shots of our students having fun, Gabe.
October and its Halloween festivities are long gone, but before then, Garrett traveled up to Manitou Springs and found a more unique way the town celebrates the dead.
Today, on October 27th, is the annual coffin race. As you can see, it's a big event. There are 70 racers. It's the 24th annual, so it's been going for 24 years.
The history of Emma Crawford is that she moved to Manitou Springs to search for a cure from the mineral water. She died in 1890. Before she died, she asked her fiancé to bury her on top of the Red Mountains.
It took us 300 years to build the chariot of Ion of Sphere, but Princess Emma told us that we must.
He did as she asked. In 1912, she was buried on top of the mountains. Later was a terrible flood that unburied her coffin and raced her down the hill, thus starting the Emma Crawford coffin races. This year there were about 70 racers, and the judge was no other than the actor that played the original Michael Myers. There was a parade of hearses before the race.
For thy glory of Ridgeline, this be Garrett Briding.
The story of Emma Crawford and her tumbling casket has always left a mark on the town. Thanks, Garrett.
Every Tuesday and Thursday, Monument Library holds an event in which anyone can volunteer to teach children to read.
Every Tuesday and Thursday here in the Monument Library, volunteers gather to help teach children to read, aiming to greater the next generation's comprehension as they get ready for the real world. Spark the Change Colorado always goes the extra mile to create thriving communities for you, and their effects are surely felt here in Monument. The Tutor a Child in Reading program calls for those who are willing to make a difference in the future of Colorado by spending an hour a week teaching children the important skill of reading.
It's a wonderful way to really develop sort of a bond with some younger children and to create a mentoring role for them. And it's great to get your community service hours in too.
No teaching or tutoring experience is required, so anyone can join the Children's Literacy Center in the fight against illiteracy, one child at a time. For Ridgeline, this is Miguel McAlintal.
Head down to the Monument Library for more information. Thanks, Miguel. Monument sure does have a big heart.
And now Mary's here with us in the studio to give us another strangely accurate weather forecast.
Good morning, Bears. I'm your weather woman, Mary. Last week was cold, and this week is only going to get slightly warmer. If we look at the radar, we can see that there may be some precipitation over us later in the week. This may lead to some rain or a small amount of snow, but it is likely that it will only be cloudy. Let's go to the 5-day. This week will start out pretty cold in the mid-20s, but the rest of the week will be in the 40s. Nights here are going to get even colder, so make sure to stay warm. Well, Bears, that's all I have for you. Remember, to make it back to the sunshine of summer, you must first weather through this week. Back to y'all in the studio.
Thanks, Mary. Looks like we have some great weather to come.
And that's our show, Palmer Ridge. Thanks for watching.
I hope you guys have a good Thanksgiving break.